Last year, the lowest CAT percentile to get into IIM Ahmedabad was 87.19 percentile. So काफ़ी gettable score लग रहा है, especially for a college like IIM Ahmedabad. इतना hype क्यों बनाया जाता है कि IIM Ahmedabad में इतना difficult है enter करना and everything. And मैं क्यों बोलता था कि 99.21 पे मुझे call नहीं आया IIM Ahmedabad का. At the same time, I had to get a 99.9. उससे नीचे I would not have got a call from IIM Ahmedabad. तो सच बोल कौन रहा है? The idea is, yes, there are people who have got into IIM Ahmedabad at less than 90 percentile general category, but there is a catch to this. And for that, you have to understand the selection criteria of IIM Ahmedabad, which I will explain in this video. So let's start with the basics. The first round itself is preliminary screening, where your CAT score is evaluated. So you can see on the table, different category wise, you need a certain minimum percentile CAT score. For general category, it is 70 percentile for each of the section, and for CAT percentile, the minimum is 80. So if you have less than 80 percentile in CAT or less than 70 in any of the sections, then your profile will not even be considered for shortlisting. That is, your profile scores will not even be calculated and be taken to the next round. So if your CAT scores are more than that, more than 70 in all the sections and more than 80 overall, then your profile will be shortlisted and an application rating or an application score will be calculated based on your profile. उसमें क्या क्या चीज़ें ली जाती है? Your 10th score, your 12th score, your graduation marks and your work experience. These four things are very important that are counted in your application rating. Starting with the 10th score, this is very simple. You can just see the table. Wherever your percentage lies, that will be your rating score. Suppose your percentage is 90, exact 90, then your rating score will be 8. Even if someone has 81 percentage, then also the rating score will be exactly the same, that is 8. Now if you have greater than 90, it will be 10 for you. And here remember, it is not the best 4 or the best 5 that is considered in your board. It is all the subjects that are listed on your mark sheet. Based on that, whatever percentage you have, that will be taken into account. Next, coming to the 12 score, you can see the tables. It is divided into 3 categories: science stream, commerce stream, art stream. So depending on which stream you come from, you will have to check that particular table. So you can see here, commerce stream slightly easier compared to the science stream, and art stream is slightly easy compared to your science and commerce stream. And now coming to the graduation score. Your graduation score table, you can see, is divided into AC1, AC2, AC3, AC4, 5 and 6. So what exactly are these ACs? This is very important for you to understand, because this is where you will understand why someone gets a call at 87 percentile whereas someone does not get at 99.5 percentile as well. This AC, this categorization is where the game changes. But the graduation scores you can see on this particular table. I will explain the AC 1, 2, 3 everything, but depending on your category, you have to choose that particular table and understand what exactly is your graduation score from there. And before I explain the categories, just let me complete the entire application rating score method. The next important parameter is your work experience. Depending on the years or months of work experience that you have, you will be allocated a specific point. So there are 5 percentage points that is allocated for work experience as well. As you can see in this particular table, less than 12 months, you don't get any points. If you have more than 12 months and less than equal to 36 months, then you get, depending on this particular formula, that is multiplication factor into the number of months of experience that you have minus 11. And what is this multiplication factor? It is 0.2. So what happens is, suppose you have exactly 13 months of experience. If you have 13 months of experience, then 13 minus 11, that becomes 2. 2 into 0.2, that will give you 0.4 marks for your work experience. Now suppose here itself someone has, say, 21 months of experience. So 21 months minus 11, that is 10. 10 into 0.2, that is 2. So they will get, if someone has 21 months of experience, they will get 2 marks out of 5. If someone has 36 months of experience, then they will get almost full marks here, that you can see that 36 minus 11, that is your 25. 25 into 0.2, that is 5 marks. So if you have 36 months of experience, you will get full 5 marks. Anything above 36 months of experience as well, you will get full 5 marks. Nothing more. Like if you have more than 36 months of experience, it does not mean that you will keep getting more and more marks. It is restricted to maximum 5. And finally, the shortlisting chart is prepared on the basis of this formula. That is, your overall score is equal to 0.35 into academic rating score plus 0.65 into CAT score. So here you can guess that yes, CAT score is still the more important factor. It is still not the application rating that counts. I will explain why some people get at such low CAT percentile, which is comes later. However, the single most important thing that you need to understand for the selection process is still the CAT score. 65 percentage weightage is on the CAT score, 35% weightage is on your application rating. So no matter how good you have done in 10, 12, graduation, work experience, you still need a very good CAT percentile. And do remember, most of the B schools में सबसे important criteria CAT score ही रहता है. And now before I go ahead, just let me tell you about the partners of this video जो आपको CAT coaching provide करेंगे at very affordable rate, and that is अलग सर का physics वाला. ये तीन चीजों में focus करते हैं which is very important for cracking an exam like CAT: time management, analytical skills and mocks practice. CAT 2024 में MBA वाला से 40 plus students had scored above 99 percentile and 900 plus students had scored above 90 percentile. And अब इनके students IIM A, B, C भी convert कर चुके हैं. And obviously there are veteran faculties like this Vikrant sir, Rahul sir who have trained lakhs of students. And especially अगर आप एक working professional हो, then आपके लिए एक special batch launch किया गया है MBA Elite 2025 batch, जिसमें आप weekends में classes कर सकते हो, live plus recorded classes मिल जाएंगे, 20 plus mocks मिलेगा, 2000 plus questions मिलेंगे, 24/7 doubt support भी मिलेगा. And अगर और features चाहिए तो you can also join the MBA Pro batch, जिसमें मिलेगा complete access to upcoming CAT 2025 batches, offline books, PW special khazana and access to one past test series along with 1:1 mentorship. So if you want to check this out, I'll put the link in the description. You can check it out from there, and you can also use the coupon code ANA500 for extra 500 rupees discount on these batches. So अब आ जाते हैं सबसे important topic में कि अगर application rating का weightage 35 है, CAT score का weightage 65 है, then why is there such a big difference in the kind of CAT percentiles being required? That is because IIM अहमदाबाद का एक बहुत ही स्पेशल कंसिडरेशन है, दैट इज द एकेडमिक कैटेगरी, द AC दैट आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट. सो वहाँ इंजीनियर्स के साथ ही compete करते हैं, डॉक्टर्स के साथ ही compete करते हैं. सो इफ यू सी दिस पर्टिकुलर टेबल, AC1, AC2, AC3 and AC5, for all of these people there is a maximum limit, that is 100 people from general category from AC1 will be shortlisted. More than 100 people will not be shortlisted. More than 100 people general category from AC2 will not be shortlisted. So there's a maximum cap on each of the academic categories that can be shortlisted. Depending on the category and depending on which academic category you belong, you will be allocated a certain number of upper limit of seats or an upper limit of interview calls. For AC4 it is 150, that is 150 general seats, and for the rest of the categories as well you can see this particular table. So AC1, AC2, AC3, AC5, you can see the previous table for the maximum number of interview calls that they can get. And if you are from AC4, then the maximum number of interview calls that you can get is in this particular table. But you saw that AC4 में ज़्यादा seats allocate किए गए हैं. The maximum upper limit is much more for AC4. But the idea is that AC4 category में अगर आप रहते हो, then it's the worst thing for you, because वहाँ पर ही AC4 category में ही you need the maximum percentile to get into IIM Ahmedabad. And चलो अब ये explain कर देता हूँ. So AC1 में कौन आता है? Academic category 1 में आते हैं all the medicine and those professionals like MBBS अगर किसी ने किया है, या फिर MD and BDS and all those kind of degrees, medical professionals में जो है वो AC1 category के अंडर आते हैं. उसके बाद AC2 category में आते हैं all the professional courses people, that is अगर आपने CA किया है या फिर CS किया है या फिर ICWA, FIAI, CMA, ये सब सारे जो प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेज होते हैं वो अगर आपने किया है तो आप आ जाओगे AC2 कैटेगरी में. उसके बाद आता है AC3 कैटेगरी विच इज़ वास्ट काइंड ऑफ. कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट्स जो है, इकोनॉमिक्स स्टूडेंट्स जो है, देख सकते हो फाइनेंस मैनेजमेंट रिलेटेड डिग्रीज, BBA हो, BCom हो, सारी जो डिग्रीज ऐसे होते हैं कॉमर्स, इकोनॉमिक्स एंड एवरीथिंग, दे फॉल अंडर AC3 कैटेगरी. AC4 में आ जाते हैं हमारे इंजीनियर्स, BTech एंड BSc वाले. उसके बाद AC5 कैटेगरी होता है जिसमें आ जाते हैं ह्यूमैनिटीज़ काइंड ऑफ, आर्ट्स एंड ह्यूमैनिटीज़ बैकग्राउंड से अगर हो, BA किया है आपने तो आप आ जाओगे AC5 कैटेगरी में. सो इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट अराउंड दीज एकेडमिक कैटेगरीज, दैट इज विच एकेडमिक कैटेगरी यू बिलोंग टू, यू कैन आस्क दैट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. आई विल बी हैप्पी टू हेल्प यू देयर. एंड मैं समझा देता हूँ अब आपको. मान लो आप AC4 कैटेगरी में हो, इंजीनियर हो, तो अपर लिमिट मैंने बता दिया था लाइक 150 सीट्स फॉर जनरल कैटेगरी, एंड सिमिलरली फॉर ऑल द डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ कैटेगरीज देयर आर डिफरेंट नंबर ऑफ अपर लिमिट सीट्स allocated. allocated. So अगर आप open category से आते हो 150 seats वहाँ पर maximum आपका limit है. And engineers and जो BSc students होते हैं वो AC4 category में होते हैं. So a lot of students have scored 99.7, 99.8, 99.9 percentile. And बहुत सारे engineers CAT exam में भी appear होते हैं. And that's why if you belong to the AC4 category, you need more than 99.7 percentile at least. And then depending on your academic category, you might need say 99.8 or you might need 99.9 as well. For example, in my case, I had a score, हमारे time academic category score, academic rating score जो होता था वो 30 marks का होता था. So I had 25 out of 30 marks. So 25 out of 30 अगर मेरा score था, I needed at least a 99.91 percentile to get a shortlist from IIM Ahmedabad. Similarly, अगर आपका मान लो आज 35 है तो 35 पे out of 35 अगर आपका score होता है तो वहाँ पर you would need somewhere around 99.65 के ऊपर definitely. 99.7 would be a safe score if you are in AC4 category and open category के अगर आप student हो. Next difficult is the AC3 category. AC3 category में भी you would need above a 99 percentile for sure. 99.5 is kind of a safe score for AC3 category. अगर आप 99.5 के ऊपर लाते हो with decent academic rating, then you have a chance to get a short list. Yes, AC3 थोड़ा simple हो जाते हैं AC4 से, but still it is very difficult. 99.5 अगर आप लाते हो, then you can expect कि हाँ थोड़ा safe score है, especially अगर आपका 35 out of 35 है या फिर even मतलब 32, 33 जैसा academic rating है, then getting a score like 99.5 would be sufficient for you. उसके बाद अगर मैं बात करूँ AC2 category, after that is the next one in line, that is AC4 most difficult. उसके बाद AC3, उसके बाद AC2. AC2 में भी काफ़ी people score very high CAT percentile as well. Professional courses करके आते हैं CA and everything. But here you can see 98.5 के अगर ऊपर हो you have a chance. 99 के ऊपर हो तो you kind of have a safe chance. मतलब 99 point भी नहीं बोलूँगा, it is 99.2 के ऊपर आप बोल सकते हो. It is getting very competitive this particular academic category as well. So 99 के ऊपर तो आपको लाना ही है so that at least थोड़ा मतलब ब्रीदर रहे आपके पास. उसके बाद आता है AC1 and AC5 category. Both of them very similar kind of percentile आपको चाहिए होता है. And जो आप न्यूज़ सुनते हो 87 percentile पे IIM अहमदाबाद मिल गया, that happens from AC1 और AC5 category only. AC1 you can imagine MBBS कितने ही MBBS CAT देने आएंगे to come for an MBA program, and उनमें से there's a maximum limit 100 people from AC1 category will be shortlisted. So उनका CAT percentile भी कम है, the number of CAT takers भी कम है, so definitely it becomes slightly easy if you have that kind of a background. MBBS background है, less number of CAT takers, less CAT percentile you need to get in. Similarly for AC5 category as well, arts humanities background से हो तो वहाँ पर भी आपको कम CAT percentile चाहिए होता है to get a short list. उनका भी जो maximum limit है, you had seen 100 people from general category will get a short list from AC5 category. So now your final score is calculated. 0.35 into the application rating score plus 0.65 into the CAT score. So on the basis of that, if you are in the top 100 or in the top 150 of your particular category, then you will be shortlisted for the next round, and that is the final selection round. And final selection round mein the criteria becomes very different. So for the final selection, your weightage is 0.5 for the personal interview, 0.1 for AW test, which is the analytical written test weightage is 0.1, that happens on the day of the interview itself, 0.25 for the CAT score, and another 0.15 for the application rating score. So now you can see the CAT weightage is just 25%. Most of the weightage, 60% weightage relies on the day of the interview. So now anyone who makes it to the interview round kind of stands an equal chance. Yes, थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर disadvantage रहता है depending on CAT score, but more or less everyone stands an equal chance. Now यहाँ पर कोई limit नहीं है. For the final selection, there is no limit on the maximum cap of academic categories can get in. That is 100 people from AC1 have to get in and so on. There's nothing like that. Now everyone has an equal chance and everyone has to perform on the day of the interview. If you do not perform in the interview, you will not be able to get in. So I hope I was able to explain the entire selection criteria of IIM Ahmedabad and it becomes very clear for you. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can simply comment down below. I'll be happy to address it. And if you need such selection criteria of any other B school, just let me know in comments. I'll be happy to address that as well. That's it for this particular video. See you in the next one.